Shujun Wang, an activist, who founded a pro-democracy group in New York, used his position to spy on dissidents and share information with the Chinese government for over a decade. The verdict was made by a federal jury on Tuesday who found Wang guilty of being an illegal agent. The four co-conspirators of 75-year-old Wang Shujun, Ministry of State Security officials Feng He, Jie Ji, Ming Li and Keqing Liu, suspected of espionage and transnational repression, have also been indicted by U.S. prosecutors, although they have likely fled back to China. With the federal jury's verdict against Wang Shujun now public, Mr. Miles Guo's revelations from a few years ago have been further verified. Mr. Guo has repeatedly exposed that some so-called overseas pro-democracy activists, while publicly advocating for democracy, are secretly acting as agents for the Chinese Communist Party. They have been involved in monitoring and betraying genuine dissidents and even passing their information to the CCP government. Wang Shujun's case is just the tip of the iceberg. There are many more CCP operatives abroad using pro-democracy identities as cover, posing significant threats to the US and Western democratic societies.
Back in 2018 and 2019, I informed the U.S. government to investigate Xiong Xianmin and Wishuan, as well as Bruno Wu's brother. Bruno Wu's brother is undoubtedly an CCP agent in the U.S., 100% an agent. Recently, the U.S. DOJ indicted a person named Wang Shujun. You may know this person, a big shot of the overseas pro-democracy movement, associated with the so-called Huyao Bang and Zhao Ziyang Memorial Foundation. Do you know this person? He is not an ordinary individual. Wang Shujun, such an influential person, can enter and leave the United States at will. During the investigation, he lied in all situations. Even though the evidence against him was conclusive because he had been under surveillance, he still did not confess. Now, he has been indicted by the Department of Justice. At the end of 2018, I met with the FBI and said that if you do not recognize that these overseas fake pro-democracy activists are a threat to the US and the West, you will pay a price. The CCP's Operation Fox Hunt is harming people who were persecuted back in China, with no chance of survival, and have to fled to overseas. Some of these individuals may not have a political stance, but their lives were under threat in China. These people are hunted, coerced, and threatened by the CCP through the Operation Fox Hunt. Lawyers like Li Jingjing, and people like Wang Shujun, who use the guise of the Huyao Bang and Zhao Ziyang Memorial Foundation to solicit donations everywhere, are actually working for the CCP. They assist the CCP in hunting down overseas dissidents and conducting Operation Fox Hunt. Do you know how many people Wang Shujun has harmed? He has at least accessed the information of several hundred Chinese individuals and passed this information to the Chinese government. Many overseas Chinese sought his help in applying for political asylum, but how many of them have ended up being sent back to China because of him? Can anyone find it out?